They went in for an adventure, but what they found was pure nightmare fuel. Tonight, you'll witness 6 terrifying moments that were never meant to be seen. What lurks in the woods might be far darker than you expect. Let's begin. The first video tonight comes from Exploring with Angelo, who found himself in one of his most unnerving solo wilderness camping trips yet. On August 18, 2025, Angelo set up camp along a remote riverbank in northern Canada, a place shrouded in thick vegetation, rolling fog, and unsettling local stories of strange water creatures and disembodied voices. What was meant to be a simple night of camping quickly turned into an experience that blurred the line between the natural and the supernatural.
Socks after. You know what? I probably should have put some shorts on. I didn't even really think about this, but whatever. I don't really even know what we're about to really do. I also saw some weird freaking like bug. I don't know what it was. It looked like a bug. I don't think it was a bug. But anyway, there's something out here. Somebody saw something in the water here a long time ago. Well, not that long ago, but long enough ago, I guess.
As part of his exploration, Angelo carefully wades into the cold, sticky river, his boots sinking deep into the mud. Every rustle in the surrounding vegetation makes him flinch. Shadows flicker across the water, and faint ripples appear where nothing should be moving. Whispering under his breath, he admits that he feels like something is watching him. The forest feels tense, as though it's holding its breath, waiting.
It's just my eyes right now adjusting to the light. And it's gone. That was very weird. I was seeing like lines of light. I don't know how else to describe what I was just seeing, but suddenly there's a bunch of fog on the water. I don't know. Oh, it's so like sticky here. Oh. My dude, I'm like, I think I'm in a sinkhole. Hang on. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. Is this a sinkhole? There are rumors to be like sinkholes in this area, so I don't know. I don't know if it was just the mud that was extreme.
Fog soon rolls in thick, cloaking the riverbank in shifting shapes. Fleeting lines of light appear across the water, vanishing before he can focus on them. His boots stick deeper in the mud, raising the fear of hidden sinkholes below the surface. Low, guttural sounds echo from the tree line, each one impossible to explain. Angelo slowly retreats toward camp, unable to shake the feeling that something unseen is circling him.
Side.
Left side?
I've been watching you.
That's creepy. Who's watching me? Or what? I do think we might be dealing with some sort of cryptid. I'm just not familiar with it. It's something from the water? Or like attached to the water somehow? I don't...
Craft.
Okay. What do you mean by craft? I just heard like a just about, yeah. It's just about 2 a.m. right now. I heard like a grunt kind of down there. I'm so tired I don't even want to continue investigating, but in a few moments I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'm tired. What's out here? Why is it so quiet? Whew. What the was that? Whoa.
I thought I was safe.
What? Guys, I just heard something off to my left. Oh, I just heard something again. That was different. It was weird. It was like a snapping noise. Is there something in the bush? Ow. Ow, what the... Ooh. Ow, my freaking side hurts. There's something there. What is that? Something's there.
Back at camp, the disturbances only intensify. Sudden splashes break the silence, branches snap in the distance, and whispers seem to drift through the fog.
My right side is kind of hurting. It's like, I think it's a cramp though. This stupid tripod is driving me crazy right now. Keeps wanting to loosen. That was creepy. Okay. I don't see anything. Just feels very odd here. That is for sure. Alright. Finally time to go to bed. I am just absolutely exhausted. This last couple days, actually, you know what, the last couple weeks really has just been exhausting. Just dealing with so many things, but yeah. Oh, tomorrow, I mean, we're not even really getting a move on. So the reason why I'm not able to go much farther is because I need a break. I need a proper shower, obviously, a proper bed for at least one night. And then we'll get back to more wilderness camping and haunted places and adventures. So the reason we can't do that right away is because apparently there's no Airbnbs available in Northern Ontario. It is like absolutely wild that there's nothing. And I've just lost my interest in hotels. I don't like hotels. I just find them very non-private, inconvenient, and annoying. So the only thing I was able to find was a basement apartment Airbnb in Sudbury. Apparently it's new, so should be okay. I can't film it because it clearly states that there's no commercial photography or whatever, but that's fine. I don't really care. Just need a break. I might as well treat myself to that. But anyway, enough rambling. Let's go to sleep. Oh. It's also not as cold tonight. It's kind of nice, actually. It's like literally the perfect temperature. I will not complain about that. It's not hot. It's not cool. Not cold. It's cool, but not super cool. It's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But anyway. Ew. What is that? What is that? There is some nasty thing hanging above my head right now. And I don't know what that is. You guys need to see this. This is fucking gross. What is this? Tell me it's just some like burr or something. What is that? Hang on. What the fuck? What is that? That's some weird looking thing. I don't know what that is, but we gotta get that out of here. That's gross. Is there anything else in here? Ew. Thank God I noticed that. Man. Alright, I brought something. Ooh, it's like a weird... I don't even know what the hell that is. Ew. That's nasty. Yeah, I got no idea what the hell that was. That was gross looking. It looked like some giant like larva thingy. Luckily I noticed it before I went to bed. I'm kind of like looking around to see if there's anything else. But, ew. That was like some mutant larva. Ugh, nasty.
Then comes the most disturbing moment of all. A grotesque, larvae-like creature is spotted hanging above his tent. The forest closes in with rippling water, disembodied voices, and constant movement in the shadows. Exhausted but alert, Angelo mutters that something is out there. He scans the darkness around his tent, bracing for whatever might come next. What exactly did Angelo encounter along this isolated riverbank? Were the noises and strange movements natural tricks of the wilderness, or something far more sinister, lurking just out of sight? Whatever the case, his night by the river is a chilling reminder that some places are not meant to be camped alone. Some people chase thrills in the wild. Others watch them unfold safely from their screens. Which one are you? The explorer or the observer? The next horrifying video comes from the wilderness survival channel Bushcraft Journey Camp, run by Alexander, who documents the raw experience of surviving alone in the remote forests of Norway. On August 6, 2025, Alexander set out on a solo overnight bushcraft mission with no fire and only a small tent. What followed tested his nerves and endurance in the wild. In a secluded clearing, Alexander sets up his tent as the wind whistles through towering pines. As darkness falls, every snap and rustle feels unnervingly close. Without a fire, the forest presses in, cold, silent, and watchful. From inside the tent, he hears twigs snapping, faint whistles, and soft movement all around. But the beam of his headlamp reveals only shifting shadows. The noises intensify, deliberate footsteps crunching closer, twigs breaking just beyond the clearing. Alexander sits tense in his tent, heart racing, hoping it's only wildlife and nothing worse. By morning, the forest is calm. Sunlight filters through as he brews coffee, fishes by the river, cooks a simple meal, and packs up his gear. The night's tension fades, replaced by quiet and relief. For Alexander, this night in the Norwegian backcountry was a reminder of how solitude in the wild can turn from peaceful to terrifying in an instant. Sorry to interrupt the video, but if you're enjoying it, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The next chilling video comes from the trucking lifestyle channel, Alex Nino, where life on the road is shown with a mix of routine, comfort, and the unexpected. On January 13th, 2023, Alex parked up in the Bay Area of California during a violent storm. Heavy rain and fierce winds battered his semi as he settled in for the night, cooking dinner, watching TV, and reflecting on the lonely side of trucking. But as the early hours crept in, something far more unsettling broke through the storm.
It is raining out here. Trooper, get in. Perfect.
The storm intensifies, rain hammering the roof and wind rocking the truck. Alex dims the red cab light, trying to make the space feel warmer, but the isolation presses in. Pausing, he stares at the fogged-up window, certain he hears something faint beyond the roar of rain. Then, a sharp, deliberate knock cuts through the night.
Barely 3 in the morning. I can't really set alarms. Shit. There's a guy down there knocking. There's a truck behind me too, and he's knocking on the other trucks too. I just don't want him to hear me because I slammed my door. Bro, what the fuck, man? I think it's... Bro, what the fuck? I don't want us open. I think it's just because all these trucks are on. It's probably someone that lives around here. We're like in a neighborhood kind of. I have my reefer on. It's probably loud. It's probably someone that lives in the area. I'm not gonna open the door though. I'm just gonna act like I'm asleep. I don't wanna. It's 3 in the morning right now. I'm not trying to get into it with anyone. I'm one of those people where if you get waken up, you won't go back to sleep. It is morning time, and I'm still mad about someone knocking on my door and waking me up at 3 in the morning. That ruined my sleep. This is what I do when I camp out inside my semi-truck. It's my morning routine.
Alex freezes. At first, he thinks it's a resident annoyed by idling trucks. But then he realizes the figure is moving from rig to rig, knocking on each one. Speaking in a low whisper to his camera, Alex admits he won't open the door. Each knock echoes through the storm, heightening the dread as he waits, trapped in the cab, hoping the stranger will leave. By morning, the knocking had stopped, but Alex was left drained and uneasy. His night was broken by fear and unanswered questions. Who was prowling the trucks, and why? The figure left behind more than just a sleepless night. It left a lasting dread. Alone in the cab, with the storm pressing in, Alex learned how fragile safety feels on the road. This wasn't just an interruption. It was a chilling reminder that some nights are survived, not forgotten. The woods are full of sounds, but it's footsteps that don't belong that truly rattle us. It's not creatures we fear most. It's the sudden, silent presence of another person, just watching. The next shocking video of the night comes from the travel and van life channel Travel Snacks, where Nina documents life on the road with a focus on stealth camping, car camping, and the search for safe overnight spots. On March 8, 2023, Nina was driving through South Carolina, looking for a secure place to spend the night in her van. After checking neighborhoods, Walmart parking lots, and hotel areas, what began as a routine search quickly turned into one of her most unnerving overnight encounters.
And this Hilton Garden Garden. Hilton Garden has plenty of parking. So it's about to go down. Also, there's another van. So that's kind of comforting.
Nina scouts the area using Google Maps, testing out different neighborhoods and store lots before settling on a hotel parking lot that looks promising.
All right. Boom. Wait till these people pull past me. Lots of people pulling in right now. It's kind of weird. I'll go in the back. Turn this light on. Make sure that the curtain's all the way over. Window coverings are all up so people cannot see inside. Oh my gosh. But I want to look out the window real quick. Light. Ooh, a bus just pulled in. And there's a car. With these lights on behind me. And over on this side is that FedEx truck. And this little pickup truck that looks kind of abandoned-ish. And then those cars back there just pulled in. And then there's a bunch of cars parked over closer to the hotel. But so far, there's still like a bunch of spaces available. But there's a lot of cars that are just parked with their lights on, so that's a little sketchy. I don't know. If I walk to the front, pull down my curtain. Anybody's parked in front of me. No, just this little pickup truck that I saw. And then this. Okay.
Prepares to sleep after a long day on the road. Then, a sudden knock rattles the van. The sound is sharp, like someone pounding on a front door in the dead of night.
Somebody's knocking. Just a second. Hi.
Hey, you have a room?
I just pulled over just to go to the bathroom back here. I'm leaving.
Okay.
All right, so it happened. That's the first time in hundreds, and I mean hundreds, of hotel parking lots that I ever got the knock. And I hadn't even fallen asleep. I had just, like I said, just sat there and listened for a few minutes. It hadn't even been 5 minutes since I turned off the camera when I heard that knock. Now, normally, if it was like, I don't know, if it was in the middle of the night, I would probably not have answered because of safety and because they wouldn't have known that I was in there. But since they saw me pull up and park, then they were like, bro, no. That's the car that was parked behind me. So when I pulled up and turned and parked, that car was parked there with their lights on. But it's a regular car. It wasn't like a security car. So it looked like two dudes, which I couldn't really see, but it looked like two dudes in that car, in that regular car. So I thought it was just like people staying at the hotel. But that's interesting that they have security officers in their uniform, but in regular cars.
Quick editing note, the reason I immediately told him I was leaving is because when I rolled down the window, I saw that he was in a security uniform, and I didn't want to go back and forth in terms of asking if I could stay, because obviously if he's coming up to my van, it's not allowed that people could just park there overnight. That's not staying in the hotel.
That's a fat bummer, but again, I actually didn't check that hotel ahead of time to see if they offer free parking or what the situation is.
Heart racing, Nina peeks through the window and spots two figures in a car nearby, one dressed in a security uniform. Not wanting confrontation, she quickly signals that she's leaving and drives off into the night. The encounter is brief but tense, leaving her shaken and on edge. Eventually, she finds a quieter spot and rests until morning, but the experience lingers. The incident is a stark reminder of the vulnerability of van life, how even ordinary nights can suddenly turn unsettling when the wrong knock comes at the wrong time. For those living on the road, this moment highlights a truth many van lifers know too well. Safety depends not just on planning, but on awareness, caution, and the ability to move at a moment's notice. There are countless things in this world that we don't fully understand, and sometimes the true dangers lie in the unseen things that go bump in the night or whisper from the shadows. The next video tonight comes from the paranormal exploration channel, Urban Ghosts, Urban Exploration, where Rob faced one of his most chilling solo investigations. On June 20th, 2025, he entered the infamous Devil's Forest, a place long feared for its dark energy, whispered voices, and countless tragedies. What he captured there was nothing short of disturbing.
All right. Were you the one that made the device go off the other night? We were out here, Kate and I were out here, we're doing S's method. Did you make the device go off? The REM pod that's over there on the ground behind me. Did you make it go off? Nothing. Huh. All right. I just want to talk with you for a few minutes, and I promise you I'm going to leave, okay? I don't want to... You are touching my leg? Okay. Are you touching my leg right now? Okay, that's weird. I don't really feel you. Can you maybe go...
Rob moves carefully through the trees, a cold gust cutting across his path. Whispers drift through the darkness, making him freeze, flashlight trembling as he mutters, "I'm not alone." The forest grows unnervingly still, as if waiting.
Buy the REM pod and make it go off? Instead? That's super weird, actually. I feel like something's like, I feel like something's right on me, like it's breathing down my dang neck. All right. What? You died here? Did you pass away here in this spot? Oh my God, I feel like something's right up against my back. Right up against my back, like it's breathing down my neck. Are you right behind me? Like you're right behind me. You're touching me right now, aren't you? Okay. Okay. Are you trying to intimidate me right now? You're trying to intimidate me right now, aren't you? Okay, you are. You're trying to scare me off. Okay. Was this your land? Was this your property? Or did you... Okay, it was. It was your property. Okay. Did you actually own it, or did you just live here instead? You didn't own it, or did... Okay, no. Maybe no. Maybe no. Okay, so you actually own this property. You owned it. I see. Okay, so were you one of the original... Man, my hands feel funny. It's like something's like surging through my hands right now, surging through my body. My heart feels weird. Okay. Were you one of the original settlers here? I just saw something on screen. I don't know what it was. I hope it's just a bug. Original settlers. Oh my God, okay. Are you having an effect on my body right now? Are you trying to hurt me? Yo, okay. That's crazy. I feel it. A little bit of tightness in my chest. A little bit of tightness in my chest. Young. And I feel like literally it's breathing down my neck right now. It's right behind me. It does not want to mess with me right now, and I don't know why. This is a different presence. I've never felt this before. I felt some creepiness in sort of a foreboding presence. This is different. This is something different. This is something different. Everything in me wants to leave right now. That's what.
Deeper in, the REM pod and dowsing rods react violently. Voices break through the spirit box. James, Amanda, Edgar, spirits claiming the forest as their own. The temperature plunges, and Rob feels hands brush against him, followed by breath on his neck. Then a guttural voice growls through the static. "I am death." Moments later, another chilling command follows. "Tell people my story." Shaken, Rob ends with a cleansing prayer before retreating from the forest. What did he encounter that night? Restless spirits tied to the land, or something darker that feeds on fear? Either way, the Devil's Forest proves some places should never be entered alone. Before the next clip, if you're enjoying the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The last video of the night comes from the Canadian wilderness, filmed by paranormal and wilderness investigator Sunny Vator on his channel, Sunny Vator, Into the Wild. On April 11th, 2013, Sunny ventured deep into a remote forest, a place where silence reigns and shadows seem to move on their own. From the very first steps beneath the towering trees, strange noises echoed through the stillness. Sharp, hacking sounds cut the quiet, leaving Sunny to wonder if he was truly alone, or if something much larger was watching from the dark.
Freaking me out. It's not that far from me. Sounds like something's hacking away at a tree. I'm getting down.
Sunny steps into the forest, the usual hum of wildlife eerily absent. In its place, sharp hacking noises ring out from nowhere. Alone in the silence, he feels the weight of unseen eyes pressing down with every step. A creeping dread begins to grow, carried on sounds that shouldn't exist.
Hey! Is that you? Out of here.
Deeper in, the sense of being followed only intensifies. Branches snap just beyond sight, low growls echo in the distance, and shadows shift unnaturally between the trees. The forest feels hostile, closing in, forcing Sunny to move cautiously. Every glance over his shoulder confirms the fear. Something is pacing him, hidden but deliberate. Panic begins to take hold. The unseen presence draws closer. Finally, fear overwhelms him, and Sonny breaks into a sprint. The forest blurs around him as dark shapes dart just out of sight. The noises grow relentless, surrounding him from every side. Only when he bursts from the tree line, breathless and shaken, does the forest seem to release its grip. Still, the certainty remains. Something had been there, following. Whatever it was, it's still out there. And for those who dare step into the wilderness alone, the forest may reveal its secrets. And that wraps up another dive into the unknown. If you're into spine-chilling footage and unexplained encounters, hit that subscribe button and stick around. We've got more coming, and it only gets weirder from here.